Uncle Red, perfect. This is great. It's mailbag time, okay? So you choose the green chair, because I've already chosen the white chair, and I have a letter here. I'll read it out loud, and you can answer it, right? Because that's what we do on every segment. We should continue with that. I mean, if it's convenient with you.
Just read the letter, Harold, would you?
Okay, all righty. That's good. That's a yes. Okay. Dear Red, ever since my husband retired, he's been hanging around the house, getting on my nerves. He shuffles around at odds, complaining and grousing. It's driving me nuts. I can't take much more of this. Is there any hope for me?
Well, Harold, this is something we've heard before where a fella retires and just really can't find enough to do. What this woman has to do is to find a hobby for her husband, you know, something to keep him kind of interested and occupied. I suggest watching television. It's education, it's entertaining, and he can do it day and night, even when they have guests over.
Yeah, but Uncle Red is not much of a social activity, really, is it? I mean, watching TV is okay every now and then, but it's really not a hobby. Not like, you know, like stamp collecting or making cabinets or producing music videos for new wave bands. You know, something creative like that. Don't you think that'd be a better suggestion at this juncture in time? Don't you think?
Well, all right, Harold. I did hear this one fella that when he retired, he did something he'd wanted to do his whole life, which is carving statues out of wood with a chainsaw. I got him outdoors, and he would be carving them out of those big tree trunks, you know, so he was getting his fresh air, and that was a creative thing. And plus, carrying around a 40-pound chainsaw really keeps the old ticker in shape.
40 pounds?
Well, you need the saw with the 6-foot blade on there to cut through the heavier woods.
Yeah, but you can't even lift one of those.
Well, that doesn't matter. I'm not retired yet. No, he would just carve strictly catfish. But you could do insects or even children with the large, sad eyes.
Well, I bet you there's a good market for that, too, a real huge market. I bet you that's what's happening. I bet you there is. That's what I think. I bet you.
Well, the catfish sold well. They were about 10 feet long, made of redwood. Heck of a lawn ornament. You know, they look like they're actually feeding right on the lawn there. I heard an amusement park in Missouri bought about 40 of them and made a huge catfish merry-go-round. But after about 5 years of making these, done so well with these, he had enough money to buy himself a new chainsaw.
Hey, that's great. I bet you that answers our later viewer's question.
Yeah, it's a good hobby, and if the husband gets bored with it or something, and he's still getting on her nerves, she can just, you know, use the chainsaw on him.
Oh, no, Uncle Red, no. He's kidding. Tell her you're kidding, Uncle Red. Don't say things like that. Tell her you're kidding.
Well, whatever.
He's kidding.
All right, well, they've asked me to talk a little bit about our collection of all the episodes and so on. We've sold quite a few of these, and the way marketing works in Canada, once you sell enough of something, you can afford to advertise. So now we've never shown you actually what's in this thing. We expect you to spend upwards of $10,000 or $15,000, or it could be a bit less than that if you get it on sale. And this, you don't know what's in it. So I thought today I would just open her up here and just get a good look at what's inside. Because there's a lot more in here than meets the eye, and you can, if you're careful, you can reuse the wrapping even as some sort of a bait pail or what have you. And then in here, check that out. Huh? How about that? Is that enough there? It's all the episodes right from season 1 right through. Pretty much all the seasons are in here, and then all the specials. And then once you put them in your cupboard, you got a lunch pail. And check this out. Every one of these babies has got 4 DVDs in it. Come on. 3 DVDs in it.